Tom Thumb, whoa. What does it look like I'm doing? Cleaning out my toolbox.
Why? Does your friend Noah need help building his ark?
Oversensitive Georgia peach.
Ornery octogenarian?
Hey, did you find anything at Fields to wear to the annual Elks Club Funk Festival next week?
Oh, sigh, it is just so difficult to find anything that accentuates my frame.
Oh, whoa. You mean Fields doesn't carry extra large tarps?
I just mean that these new Eurocut suits today are not made for men in their 30s.
30s? I guess we're doing your age in cat years now.
Sigh, 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 sigh.
That's my name. Don't wear it out. Oh yeah, you couldn't. It's too small for your frame.
I forgive you all your little jabs. After all, it's not your fault that all that Japanese shrapnel from the war is finally making its way to your brain.
Yeah. An American-made shrapnel would have made it there a lot quicker.
Oh, good, you're back. I need your,
delicate sensibilities?
Dad.
What? He floats like a butterfly and stings like a butterfly.
Never mind him. What can I do for you, Danny?
What do you think about this tie for my date? I'm trying to give off a distinguished, authentic look.
Ooh, who's the lucky girl?
Who cares? When a 63-year-old retired school librarian gets a date with any woman with all her original limbs, he should hang on to her like those bags hang on to his undereyes.
Dad,
Yes, son.
remind me to call the funeral home and confirm your date of arrival. I met her at the Breck Center, though.
Well, I think you look authentically distinguished.
You don't think it's too blue?
Oh, no. Besides, if it is, it'll distract from those bags under your eyes.
Thanks for the pep talk, you two.
Love you, son.
Do me a favor. Don't love me so hard.
Fellas, let me ask you something. Is this tie too blue? I wanted to see to my date. Rob is nice.
I've seen that tie somewhere before. But I can't put my
That's my tie.
No, Danny, it's my tie. I'm wearing it. I'm the one who bought it. Besides, didn't you teach your son how to share?
Face it, Danny. You've always been a copycat. For example, last Halloween, you copied my costume.
Can I help it that we both bear a striking resemblance to Captain Kangaroo?
And when I bought a Live Aid t-shirt, you bought two.
You know I've been aiding Africans since I was little. I've always been very globally minded.
Yeah, your mind is molten to the core.
And you know what? How about the time that I bought a members-only jacket, and you bought an all-audience welcome jacket? And when I bought the Ron Popeil 5-tray food dehydrator and beef jerky maker, you bought the Ron Popeil 6-tray food dehydrator and beef jerky maker. You've been copying me forever.
Now, don't worry, son. You're already pretty beefy. You don't need Ron Popeil's help.
Dad.
Beefy and touchy.
And you know what? What about the time that we both tried out for the Golden Angels softball team? You wore the same gym shorts, the same cleats, the same socks, the same sweatbands.
Same jockstrap?
Oh, that's impossible, Si. I can never wear Danny's jock strap. A thimble isn't big enough for me.
You know, for a retired florist from Squaw Lake, Minnesota, you got an awfully big mouth on you.
Not as big as the bags in your eyes.
Did I regret how much I told you, how much I regret moving in with you three?
Well, yes, you have. But it's all you can afford, son. You're a retired school librarian who now volunteers for the public library. but they pay you in dust jackets.
Bo, well, what do you think?
Yeah, who looks better?
Well, I think you both look great in your own nice and authentically distinguished ways.
We should get Reagan on the phone. He could use your help with barbershop.
Aha! Here it is!
Oh, Simon, what the hell are you doing with a gun in your toolbox?
You can never trust a rusty nail.
Dad, you're gonna kill someone.
Guns don't kill people, Danny. Old age does. And I'm ready. Go ahead, Death. Make my day.
Give me that.
Oh, sigh. Just cheer up. Old age doesn't last that long, especially at your age.
Remind me to leave my dentures in his long underwear.
So, Rob, who has the pleasure of your company tomorrow night?
Oh, a really nice lady I met at the rec center. She's got a great figure, legs that stretch all the way out to the moon, and sophisticated as can be.
What a coincidence. Danny said he met his date at the rec center. Why, it must be Grand Central Station down there.
Oh, she's just such a real sweetheart.
Oh, your date tomorrow night?
Yeah. She's head over heels for me.
Mine too.
Oh, hell yeah?
Yeah. Oh man, she's so sophisticated. She's got a great figure and legs that stretch all the way to the moon.
Now, where have I heard that?
Oh, no.
Oh no, what?
Fellas, what are your dates' names?
Sandy.
Ooh. Another coincidence!
Can't believe this.
Damn, I swear I didn't know your date's name was Sandy too. I'm not trying to copy you this time.
I believe that's what you call a carbon copy.
I don't understand.
Oh, Rob, honey, remember how you both have the same tie?
Yeah?
Well, you both have the same date, too.
Look who the cat copied now!
Me copy? No, you copy.
Yeah, copy pop, or poppycock. I met her first when I was teaching my amateur florist classes at the rec center. You wouldn't even have met Sandy if I didn't force you to take my class in Arabian floral arranging.
What's to arrange? It's all desert.
Tumbleweeds happen to make great, stunning centerpieces and outstanding, great conversation art.
Gentlemen!
Sandy does not want to do flower arranging with you.
Oh, and you think she wants you to read books to her?
I'll have you know we bonded over poetry. Tonight I was going to read her my favorite poem by Yeats.
Yeats.
I hope your rhododendrons get root rot.
Oh yeah? Well, I hope your favorite book gives you a paper cut.
Fellas!
Come on, the pesticides on your peonies make you lightheaded. And you don't have that much up there to fool around with.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Well, I hope a family of termites has a picnic in your car catalog.
Boys!
Stay out of this, you two-ton tart.
Yeah, relax, Uncle Lothario.
If you go on your date tomorrow night, I'll never speak to you again.
You go on your date tonight with Sandy. I'll never let you speak to me again.
You better shut that Minnesota floor going right now.
Oh, fine, fine.
This is terrible, Si.
It breaks my heart.
And to think, all over an activity center, rec director at the activity center, whatever they said she was, I just think she must be a hoochie mommy.
Well, it takes one to know one.
Where are you going? We have to fix this.
Oh, no. Last time I fixed something, my buddy Shoeless Joe got kicked out of the majors. Besides, they're opening Capone's vaults tonight. I want to see if Geraldo finds his career in there.
What am I gonna do? As I said, it takes a hoochie mama to know a hoochie mama. I'm Beauregard, Danny's roommate. Care to sit?
Thank you. Danny never mentioned living with a distinguished, sharply dressed Southern gentleman.
Make no mistake, honey, I may be a gentleman in the parlor, but I'll march through your sheets like Sherman marched through Atlanta. Nothing but ruin.
Why, Beauregard, if I didn't know better, I'd say you were coming on to me.
An astute observation, young lady.
I know we just met, but how about if we grab a bite to eat tonight and then see a movie? Maybe that new Top Gun film? Tom Cruise is such a hunk.
Honey, you don't know that half of it? Nothing. Say, what about your date with Danny tonight?
I completely forgot about that. I was so distracted by your stiff gaze.
That ain't the only thing that's stiff, honey. Nothing. Sandy,
How about tomorrow night for that date then?
what about your date with Rob?
Rob? You know Rob?
As a matter of fact, I do. He's my roommate.
But I thought Danny was your roommate.
They're both my roommates, Sandy.
Oh,
Surprised?
no. Nothing surprises Sandy. What do you say that you and Sandy ditch Rob and Danny and spend the next 2 nights together?
You don't want to date Danny or Rob.
Those two are squares. I mean, a retired school librarian with under-eye bags big enough to carry my groceries. Oh, and a simple florist who wouldn't know a thorn if it pricked him on the pecker. Boring.
Yes, but Danny is distinguished and Rob is nice.
For the crowd, honey. Sandy doesn't like crowds. Sandy likes big, hunky Southern beaux.
Sandy likes talking to herself about herself in the third person, and it ain't cute, honey.
Wait a minute. What happened to your voice?
Sandy?
Danny.
Sandy?
Rob.
Sigh!
What's going on? What are we eating for dinner?
Not now, Dad.
Sandy, for your information, I certainly would know if a foreign prick line. You know what? I'm very in tune with my body.
And those bags under my eyes? They're from expanding my mind, from reading books. Books that are much more interesting than you and your culottes.
Oh, now you decide to speak in the first person.
Sandy, why don't you go and support your local search and rescue and get lost? I'm sorry, Rob. Can you ever forgive me?
Only if you can forgive me, pal. Let's agree never to let a broad come between us again. You know what? Or a tie.
Done deal. Hey, Bo, that was a pretty convincing performance you gave there.
Yeah, where'd you learn to talk like that?
Well, as a young Southern debutante, I spent many a hot night pressed against a blossoming magnolia tree and a young, strapping farmhand. Sweat dripping down our chisel, sun-kissed masses, our lips meeting softly beneath the buttery almonds.
Somewhere I think Anita Bryant's underwear just tied itself in a knot.
You know what, fellas? I got a great idea. Now that our nights are freed up, let's go see Top Gun at the Cineplex.
Oh, great idea, Rob. It's got Kelly McGillis for you and I, and Tom Cruise and Val Kilmer for Bo, and a military theme for Dad.
Good. I'll go get my gun.
No!